The UFC world has just been thrown into complete chaos. Tom Aspinall versus Ciryl Gane, one of the most anticipated heavyweight fights of the year, has ended in shocking fashion, ruled a no contest after an accidental eye poke brought everything to a sudden halt. Both fighters looked incredible from the opening bell. Aspinall appeared calm, composed, and laser-focused, while Gane looked sharper than ever, fast, technical, and using his trademark movement to dictate the early exchanges. The bout was shaping up to be something truly special, until disaster struck. Midway through the first round, Ciryl Gane extended his lead hand for a jab, but with his fingers spread, and accidentally caught Tom Aspinall directly in the eye. Tom immediately recoiled in pain, clutching his face as a referee stepped in and called for timeout. The crowd fell silent as the doctors entered the octagon. Aspinall tried to blink through the pain, but his vision was clearly compromised. After a tense few moments, the ringside doctor made the call. Fight over. No contest. The arena erupted in boos, many fans not realizing the seriousness of the injury. But it was obvious Tom's eye was in bad shape, and continuing would have been far too dangerous. Social media exploded instantly. Some called it terrible luck. Others argued that Aspinall should have tried to push through, drawing comparisons to Michael Bisping fighting with one eye. But most analysts and fighters, including Joe Rogan and Daniel Cormier, quickly came to Tom's defense, reminding everyone that this wasn't something you can tough out. This was a freak accident, and a heartbreaking end to what could have been an all-time classic.
Looking sexy, Tom. Did you hear that one?
So what's that?
Yeah.
Thanks very much, Andy. Love you. Oh, good. Just a little shake-up today. Nothing crazy. We're only 5 days to the fight, so I'm not going to learn anything or get any better now. So I'm just trying to shake the flight out. Feels good. Feels good to just have something to work towards after having a year of not having something to work towards. I've always been in the gym, but it's nice to have a goal, have an opponent. This fight in particular has been simmering for quite some time, so looking forward to getting in there and doing the job. I just want to be a champion who fights often, regular, and fights the best guys. I don't want to be these guys who fight, with big breaks in between, because that's what's happened. Nothing to do with me. I'm ready to put a stop to that, be active, be an active champion, be a defending champion, and fight the best guys. He's the number one contender, so I think that's what champions should do, is they should fight the number one contenders. I'm the champion. He's the next best guy. Let's fight and find out who the best guy is. That's the way it's supposed to go. Cyryl's a really good opponent. He's really unique with his style. I've never fought anyone like him before. That being said, he's never fought anybody like me before, so let's get in there, see what happens. That's what dreams are made of, isn't it? That's what I got into this sport to do, is to be the UFC heavyweight champion. To walk out there, last on the card, everyone's waiting for me, walk in there, put in a big performance. Hey, when I was a little boy putting the gloves on for the first time, I was thinking about this kind of stuff, so I always have to keep reminding myself this the whole time, is like, all the pressure, all the titles, all the fans and all that aside, I'm here doing what I love, I'm here doing what I dreamed of, and looking forward to going and doing it.
Tom Aspinall versus Ciryl Gane. I'm sorry, for me, I just feel, and I'm a fan of Ciryl Gane as well. I just feel like Tom Aspinall is the next generation of the same thing we saw the likes of John Jones doing in terms of the dominant fashion that he took over his division. I feel like the same thing is going to happen with Tom Aspinall. That style at heavyweight is unseen. Ciryl Gane has a little bit of a bounce to him as well. I just don't think he's got the same snap and power that Tom Aspinall has, as well as the ground game as well. Although you probably won't see it in this fight. I feel like he could get a knockout in this fight.
Gane, very safe striker. Doesn't fully commit with big shots all the time. He picks his shots. How does that work against Tom Aspinall? He's one of the most explosive guys. Like, he's the fastest heavyweight I've ever seen. And I think he just it's a straight through Gane, to be quite honest, whether it's a takedown or even with the strike.
Tom Aspinall has been living a great moment. Ciryl Gane is a great fighter. He's experienced, he's seasoned.
Tom is really good. Ciryl is much faster than his other opponents.
Tom Aspinall, I think until proven otherwise, he's the guy.
Hard to predict, but Ciryl Gane is very good too.
I would say Tom Aspinall. I think maybe TKO, ground and pound.
Aspinall, he can do that.
Tom Aspinall, submission. First couple rounds.
Tom Aspinall, phenomenal heavyweight, great athlete, decision.
Ooh, I got Tom Aspinall in that one. It's heavyweight, so someone's getting knocked out. And if I think Tom's winning, then I guess I think Gane's getting knocked out.
It's a tough outcome for Tom Aspinall, who waited over a year for this fight only for it to end this way. And for Ciryl Gane, it's just as frustrating. Even though he performed well, he walks away with no victory, no closure, and plenty of controversy.
It is the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the pride of Wigan, the one and only Tommy Aspinall, Tommy Aspinall, na. Tommy Aspinall, Tommy, defending his undisputed gold, technically for the very first time against the pride of France, the French prince himself, bon gamin himself, the one and only Ciryl Gane. These two have been going back and forth for the better part of 2, maybe 3 years. Well, this was the fight that we all thought was going to happen in Tom's official first title defense, and so it is in fact going to happen. Tom wanted to fight in Abu Dhabi. That was the sense that we got when he became undisputed champion. He didn't want to wait for New York. Let's be honest, the tax is a little better over there in Abu Dhabi compared to New York for an Englishman, for anyone, if we're being 100% honest. And so he wanted to be active. He wanted to fight in October. He wanted to fight in Abu Dhabi. It's closer to home, and so they oblige. And you'll recall a few weeks ago I said it's looking like Magomed and Alex, October 4th. It's looking like Tom versus Ciryl, October 25th. And it's looking like JDM versus Islam in New York. That would be the next pay-per-view. Now, that hasn't been officially announced. That hasn't been signed, sealed, and delivered. But at this point, I would be surprised, considering how the chips just fell earlier today. I would be surprised if it doesn't play out that way.
Yesterday, Tom said, I'm going to win by split decision after 5 rounds. I believe this was Northern England sarcasm, but I guess not everybody did trust it. What are your real plans, Tom?
Oh, that's the plan, mate. It's going to be
split decision.
Yeah, that's the
jab
plan.
the whole time.
Just jab and hold against the fence.
We'll be booing then.
I will too.
But the biggest thing to me in this fight, which is why it's easy for my prediction to be Tom Aspinall, is that Tom Aspinall has the immediate ace in the hole whenever he needs it. He's a far superior grappler to Ciryl Gane. If at any point in time he's not liking what he's seeing on the feet, I think he can very easily get Ciryl to the ground, and that's an area of total domination that he has. That's an Achilles heel for Gane. We know he's not a great grappler. He's not great at defending the takedowns. To me, just too many ways to win for Tom Aspinall. My prediction, though, is first round finish, Tom Aspinall.
I see Tom Aspinall going out there, and I want to say first round TKO. That would be really cool. But I kind of feel like he wants to get a few minutes in. Like, he has never really come out and said, oh, I suffer from ring rust, and every time I go out there, I have ring rust because I don't fight enough. But I do think there's an element of that where he's like, I want a couple minutes of experience. Is that too much to ask? Again, I don't say that to say Tom's going to go coast, but I do think we're going to see him measured in the first round and then look for his finish in the second. The only other way I would be incorrect in that, and it would be a different way, is if he's hell-bent on making sure he finishes Ciryl Gane more impressively and faster than John Jones.
Ciryl Gane's really, really good, and I've prepared for him accordingly.
And that was refreshing to hear you say that, because not people are trying to spin a completely different narrative.
The only question now is, will they run it back? The world wants answers.